Okay. Tomorrow's update, I'm looking forward to it. This girl will come home, but now I get to watch a trailer.
Funeral 406.
Ew.
The cabinets are overflowing with the unclaimed possessions of the dead.
Her writing's
In
neat.
the silence, I sift through the memories of the departed, as if they are my own. Funeral 562. I dreamed of a sea of flowers and a racing river coursing through it. Yet, all I can do is ferry the souls of the dead to the other side.
Which is
Funeral
what...
600.
Interestingly, that's what specifically Thanatos is meant to be doing, ferrying people across to the other side.
74. The war rages on, and death surges like a dark wave, chasing all who live. My only choice is to run with all I have. Until...
Whoa, okay. Yeah, it looks like a hand reaching for it. Let's go, that's cool.
Also split us in two.
Split us in two.
Touch each other again. This journey has been so endless, so senseless.
That's
Yet
another
even on the
design.
cold shore will still be the scent of flowers.
Yeah, that's a different design. Interesting. And it ends up taking the form of a dragon. So Pollux is the other half of what Castorice is and has a human form? Oh, that's cool. So the implication would be that Castorice and Pollux are two halves of what Thanatos is based on the... Yeah, look at that. Mirroring position. Pretty. Look, it's friendship when it's towards her only. Yeah. Okay. Seemingly an eye patch. Elf-like as well. Is it meant to be a representation of her or someone related to her? Aww. The music, though. There! Which I got a clear look at that person, okay. So who the hell is that? Okay, related, I see. Because the implication would be twins.
Don't forget. Don't forget.
The music. That violin. Really interesting implications here. So that would imply that Death's authority is split between two sisters. And one of them became a dragon. Feels like a callback to one of the, I think it's a planar ornament sets lore. Which is kind of neat. It makes sense because usually planar ornament lore is very important. Just... It's interesting how it came to be this way, because that would mean that two little girls were born with Death's authority. Poor mother. Split between the two of them. But how did one end up turning into a dragon? Because that seems to be the implication from... Where is it?
Never to touch each other again. This journey has been so endless, so senseless. Yet even on the cold shore will still be the scent of flowers.
There. And then we see what ends up actually hatching from the egg is Pollux. There. Ascending while she descends. Neat themes. Really like this. Looking forward to seeing what's actually going on tomorrow. But damn. Either way, Castorice will come home, which is basically the intent of this. She'll come home. I'll have enough saved to potentially get another guarantee as long as the banner isn't too mean to me. She's on a guarantee, her light cone is not. If her light cone's mean, then that's gonna suck. Either way, hopefully, I can save as much as feasibly possible. Because next patch, I'm praying that Cat is not good for any of the Nihility characters I care about. If she's not, I get to save rather freely for Fanon or Serene or Bloody March and not have to worry for at least a little bit longer. I want none of the characters in 3.3 to actually be good for my account. And I'm kind of banking on it, fingers crossed. Best of luck to anyone else pulling on this girl. Anniversary is going to at least be quite generous. Anniversary is enabling me to potentially build her quite optimally because her best healer logically is going to be Lurcha, and I do not possess him on my account innately. I didn't pull for him. I've never gotten him because he's never been a banner that I'd, risk my pulls towards when I've got other characters coming out that I actually want. And I already have a Ruan Mei E1, so I don't need the E2. Because her E2 isn't specifically amazing, it's the E1 people care about. So my hope is get Lurcha, sort him, which I wasn't able to farm really much for because him being revealed to be a character that we can get for free essentially. Yeah, that threw me off. I didn't expect it. So now I have to farm for talent mats for him and his ascension mats. His ascension mats I should be able to sort relatively quickly. Meanwhile, Castorice, I've already got most of her mats. I pre-farmed the gear I assumed would be best for her. It looks like I was right based on what's available in the game. If they release another relic set, I'm going to be very sad because it means I have to do more farming. But outside of that, I've been farming remembrance mats like crazy since they got released because I just assumed that, March and Serene will use them. Castorice, she just unintentionally benefits from the fact I've got a ton of them. And then her other mat, I waited for a material to give an idea of what her mats were, and then I farmed her ascension mats. So she's already pre-farmed for completely. I should be able to get her completely sorted the moment she comes home. The one that's going to be a waiting game is going to be Lurcha. I should be able to sort him if I have enough stamina to finish off his ascension mats at least. I won't be able to max him out, but I will be able to at least get him to level 6 on his traces. I should be able to at least get to level 6. I don't know if I'll be able to finish him, but he'll at least be usable. Which means she will be usable. This, Amphoris has really shaped up the meta in a different way, and I'm hoping that eventually they'll give a 4-star out to people for Remembrance to at least make it easier to build around. Because currently, for this girl, I'd assume her best comp is probably going to be her Treeby or Ruan Mei, then Sunday or Remembrance Trailblazer, and then Lurcha's Healer. Because he overheals, which matters, and he's able to create the field that heals as well, so it'll just build up for a ult faster. But when it comes to, for example, Aglia, her team is premium. This girl's team is premium, aside from Trailblazer, but the thing is, there's no guarantee they won't release a better Remembrance support. If anything, I'm half expecting Serene to be that long term. But so far, every single Remembrance character seems to focus on premium teams, and that's kind of difficult to deal with, and I think that they really need to ease up at least a little. Castorice, funnily enough, seems to lean on older characters more so than the new ones, or at least aside from Treeby. Treeby is probably going to be the best for her, but not a requirement. Meanwhile, healing-wise, the best, like, the most important person to her probably is actually Lochar, whatever sustain you have. And it has to be a healer. It cannot be a preservation character. It has to be abundance. Or remembrance if they do a remembrance healer, which I'm assuming they will with Hyacinth. We'll see, though. I can see eventually, if Hyacinth is a remembrance healer, I can see her being the best in-slot healer / teammate for Castorice. But that doesn't equal me pulling. Castorice is not the focus of my account. That's Acheron and probably March and Serene and Fanon. All of them will be the focus of my account who I long-term want to E6. But it just seems interesting. It's like, I doubt that this other girl who seems to be related to Castorice is going to be playable. We'll find out, hopefully, a lot about her, though. It is a girl. It's not me looking at this wrong. I'm pretty confident the intent is that they're female. Like, look. Interesting that she seems to literally have a hand of shadow over her face as well. Like, come on. Come on. That's... okay. Okay. So then, how did they end up separated in the first place? Because they would have been born together unless she immediately died. That would suck. I'll look forward to seeing it. And I'll look forward to getting Bubbles home. Take care, guys. Best of luck. Hopefully the anniversary is nice to you all.